Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are learning and practicing the way I have told you. Practice is the key to be best in the language. Today, I will share with you the tips, the reading tips actually. Let me start. Tips to help you perfect the spoken English. Point number one, read correctly, read the way it's written. We can pick right language just by reading correctly. It is so true. We all make mistakes while reading, and we don't even know we have made those mistakes. And those are very, minor mistakes. Basically, when there are words written like this, let me read it for you. uh, you try reading it by yourself. I'm pausing it for a while. Now I am reading it for you. I love my kids. I like to travel places. He writes in a good writing. She goes to the nearby markets every day. So here what happens is, basically, when we are reading this I love my kids, sometimes we just read I love my kid and we miss reading this particular s. You can see my arrow, I'm pointing it. Actually, I wish to change the color of my arrow. I need to learn how to do it. Okay, I'm unable to do it as of now. I'll learn it very soon. Okay, so here the reading, if you read correctly, believe me, half of your English will become perfect just by reading. So now in the next sentence, I like to travel places. Maybe you read I like to travel place, whereas it's written places. He writes in a good writing. So he writes, see, it's writes, it's not right. And he goes to the nearby markets. Okay, maybe you read it, he goes to the nearby market, or he go to the nearby markets. Okay, if there is s, it has a meaning. Okay, I love my kids, मैं मेरे बच्चों से प्यार करती हूँ. I like to travel places, मुझे डिफरेंट जगह पे ट्रैवल करना पसंद है, पसंद आता है. ओके, ही राइट्स इन अ गुड राइटिंग, वो बहुत अच्छा लिखता है, और या फिर उसकी राइटिंग बहुत अच्छी है. शी गोज टू नियर बाय मार्केट्स एवरी डे, वो आसपास की मार्केट में हमेशा जाती है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द मीनिंग. इफ यू रीड इट रॉन्गली द मीनिंग विल चेंज. So reading correctly is very important. When your kids are reading, make sure you correct them in their reading. Make sure that you sit with them, especially during primary years of the kid, when they are when they are of 4 years age, 5 years age, 6 years age, 7 years age. You can correct their reading at this prime age of them, and believe me, this reading will take you to next level, because you will correct your language by reading correctly. You will speak correctly just by reading correctly. Okay, by reading, when you read, actually, let me tell you the fact. Okay, when you read something, you are feeding your brain with the information. You are feeding your brain with the words. You are feeding your brain with the tenses and grammar. So directly or indirectly, you are you are going to speak in the same manner. So if you read wrongly, you will speak wrongly. If you read correctly, you will speak correctly. It's very impactful. This tip is, I am sure this tip is going to help you a lot. And you try reading something, and then record your voice, then try observing the errors that you make. Underline the mistakes that you have made while reading, and again read the article, again record your voice, and then again see what errors you have made. I'm sure your errors will reduce. We all don't know that we are reading wrongly because nobody corrects us. Here, when I teach in live classes, I tell my students to read correctly, and then that's how they come to know that they are reading wrongly. Nobody corrects us, nobody sits with us. That's the reason our kids, they end up reading wrongly. Okay, so stick to the correct reading. I think I have more examples. Now let's read this. I attended many parties and birthdays last year. Some of us will read I attend many parties and birthday last year. So the meaning changes. and we are feeding our brain with the wrong information. We should read ed in the end. It's written ed. If I'm pointing my cursor, have a look at it, please. It's not I attend many parties, it's written I attended many parties. And birthdays, it's not birthday, birthdays last year. Please read in the same manner. Secondly, second one, please resolve all your issues. It's not issue. If you see, look at the spelling, it is issues. And then talk to me. Okay, if you remove this s from here, see, I'm pointing out my error. Look at it, please. Have a look at it. These reading this s in the end of any word is as important as your spoken English is, because you are feeding your brain with the information. Feed your brain with the right information, right words, right vocabulary, right sentences. Then comes the next sentence, I like my teachers and students. So it's not I like my teacher, it is I like my teachers. S is there in the end. Read it, you have to read it. Then, and students, it's not written student, it's written students. There is S in the end. Most of us miss reading these S in the end. Make sure you read correctly. See, I'm emphasizing a lot over it, I'm stressing a lot over it. There is a reason behind it, because I know you can correct half of your English just by reading correctly. Teach your kids now at their tender age, they can be best in the language, okay, if they read correctly now, because it's their tender age, they are growing, they are tomorrow's future. I really believe that our kids learn best of the English and speak best. Okay, then there is a last sentence, I wanted to dance as soon as the party started. So I wanted, I didn't say I want, I wanted to dance as soon as the party started. So it's not start, it's started. Okay, now let me tell you the Hindi meanings of these sentences. I attended many parties, मैंने बहुत सारी parties attend की. Parties है, it's not party, parties. And birthdays last year, birthdays है, बहुत सारे birthday attend किए, birthday नहीं है. Okay, please resolve all your issues and then talk to me. अपने जितने भी issues हैं उनको resolve करो, उसके बाद मुझसे बात करो. Okay, तो issues है मीन्स कई सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. ओके, आई लाइक माई टीचर्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स. मुझे मेरे स्टूडेंट्स, मतलब सारे स्टूडेंट या फिर ऑल स्टूडेंट्स एंड टीचर्स, जो भी जिन्होंने मुझे पढ़ाया है, मतलब आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एवरी टीचर एंड एवरी स्टूडेंट ऑफ माइंड, दैट आई लाइक ऑल ऑफ देम. Okay, so there is S has a meaning. Okay, this is the very common mistake that we all make, and that's the reason we Indians lack in good communication skills. Please work on it. Sit with your kids when they are reading. We adult as well make mistakes while reading, so please make sure that you read correctly. S has importance. Ed in the word attended, ed has a meaning. Okay, it has a tense in it. Ed shows us the past tense. Feed your brain with the right information. Then here is the last sentence, I wanted to dance as soon as the party started. मुझे डांस करना था, चाहती थी मैं डांस करना जैसी पार्टी स्टार्ट हुई. Okay, so it has a meaning. It is simple past tense and it has a meaning. Ed has, ed is adding ed here in wanted word and started word is showing us the past tense. Okay, so make sure you read correctly. Reading correctly will resolve half of your issues. Believe me. Stick to the correct reading, guys. I hope I gave you a nice tip today, and I'm sure you will stick to it. Please write in the comment box, and if you like my videos, please like them. Do subscribe the channel, and if you have someone in your circle who needs to learn English, you can always put it in the comment box. You can write me an email, okay, that I will put in the description. And I have many videos on my channel. You don't have to go through all the videos. Just go to the playlist. I have 4 playlists designed. I think 5 I have. One is for reading, one is for speaking, one is for writing, and one is for kids. So you go to the specific playlist. Go to the specific playlist and then start your learnings. Write 1 page daily. Read on daily basis 1 page. And believe me, that will change you. And yes, You have to implement your learnings. The third most important thing is you have to implement your learnings. You should definitely talk with someone. Okay, you can come for the live classes as well. I do teach live classes. I do teach on Zoom. Okay, you can join, you can put it in the comment box. I do teach one to one. Okay, thank you so much for your support and for encouraging me to do best in my teaching. Thank you so much. Please do like and comment. Thank you.